What's going on, y'all? This is kind of like an update video about my previous post this morning about last year. A year ago today, whenever I went and checked in at RHA, which is a mental and substance abuse treatment center up in Lenoir, not quite an hour from where I live at right now. And so I checked in there. So I'd been in a really bad place for a long time, and I just kept numbing things with drugs and distracting myself with other things, not handling it and reaching out and things like I should have been doing, right? And just rock bottom. My rock bottom had 3 or 4 levels underneath. I dug out a couple basements. But when I made that choice last year, I was only in there for like a day and a half. I wasn't even in there 2 full days, I don't think. I got there on a Thursday, I think, like mid-morning before lunch maybe, and then by Saturday at lunchtime I was freaking leaving because I couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? I sat in there. The only thing I remember, because I made them give me a Dilaudid after I paced up and down the hallway about 85 times in like an hour or two. They were like, "Sir, are you okay? You look like you're anxious." I was like, "Do I really look anxious?" I'm like, duh. I mean, but and they gave me a Dilaudid, and it was, that was all she wrote after that. Like, I woke up, go eat, snack, and go eat lunch and dinner. But the rest of the time I was freaking in my room, like in my bunk, like out like a light. But anyways, so I signed the AMA form on Saturday. I woke up I was like, "Hey, are y'all doing those teledump visits today? Because I think I want to go home." And they were like, "You've not even been here 48 hours, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, I'm ready to go home. This place is making me crazier than when I was feeling out in the real world. I've had some epiphanies, what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather go out into the world and handle my shit instead of staying here. So I signed the AMA form and talked to the doc, and of course they want you to freaking stay and blah, blah, blah. But I was there for mental health is why I went. Because like my mind was like, yeah. But so and so I signed out for that because I wasn't really, it was more they were dealing with substance abuse and doing things like that and not enough for mental health. So I was like, fuck, I'll just deal with it on my own, and I did. While I was in there, I read the Phil Robertson book, Happy, 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 twice. The first full day I was there Friday before they gave me the Dilaudid. I read that book twice. And all the talk about forgiveness and just learning how to let things be whatever they're going to be, right? And about being able to truly forgive somebody, and all these things started making sense to me. Like, all these light bulbs were like, just going off, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna try this. So I guess it was a day or two after I came home, I was on my way to Walmart to get cat food for my cats, and I was just speaking it out to the universe, what I'm saying? Actually, there were 2 people, 2 exes of mine that I really ruined the relationship, but I carried around that stuff, you know what I'm saying, like for too long than what I should have, right? And I called both of them and left them a voice message, you know, apologizing for everything and blah blah blah. And so after I did that, I spoke it out to the universe. I said, listen, I said, this is me. I'm releasing all of this weight I've been carrying with me for, you know, far too long. And you know, I'm letting this go. I'm making my peace with it. I'm not carrying it around with me anymore. And I did that, you know, for both of them. And then I did it for a couple other people for, you know, anger and resentment and stuff I've been carrying around with me for far too long for some of these other people. And when I got to Walmart, I went to get out of my Pathfinder. And as I stood up, my knees buckled. And I grabbed a hold of, you know what I'm saying, like my door handle and the side of the car. And as I stood up straight, I shit you not, I could feel what felt like at least 100 pounds slide off my shoulders, and I could feel it hit behind my feet in the parking lot. Now, you know, not everybody believes that, and I'm okay with that, but that's my experience, right? So, but it was just such a powerful thing, and I've been on it ever since, you know. I was like, because when it happened, I was like, wow, that's what letting go of something really feels like. I was like, that was powerful shit. Like, I sat there, I think I cried a little bit walking into Walmart because I realized what just had happened, you know? So, a year later, I'm 1,000% better mentally, physically. I've lost 30 pounds. I walk like 5 miles every day, between 5 and 6 miles. You know, I'm eating healthier, and by healthier, I mean I'm not eating fast food 5 or 6, 7 times a week. I might eat fast food one time during the week. You know, I do meal prepping and stuff. I don't do a lot of the health stuff. Okay, as a couple of you that have been my lab partners know this, because I've told you. But I have been doing a better job, you know what I'm saying, this last year. So, but anyways, I just wanted to give y'all an update a little bit more than what I said in the post this morning, and so you can see the updated me and how much more life and how much happier, you know what I'm saying, like you can see in my eyes and my face, everything, especially because I've shaved the beard, you know what I'm saying. I don't have it like I did anymore. It was down to about right here before I cut it. But yeah, so I just wanted to share this with y'all because, you know what I'm saying, like y'all are all a part of this journey with me, whether you want to be or not. Because, you know what I'm saying, we're all in this class together, and you know, maybe this will resonate with some of you, or maybe you know somebody, a loved one or a friend or somebody that might relate to this, that you can show them. And you know what I'm saying, if I can make a comeback from the dark place that I was in, you can too. You know, but you have to want to change. You know, you can't just half-ass your way through it. Like, you got to be dedicated. But if you do that, and you just take the baby steps, like just 1%, even 0.5% better than you were the day before, you know what I'm saying? Consistency and discipline, that's what you're after. Anyways, y'all take care. Be safe on your rides home from work or whatever on this Friday evening. Be safe if you're going out or whatever you're doing this Friday night, and enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to y'all later.